Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob.
Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself S07E13. And if you're subscribed to the channel, I say thank you very much. And if you're not, I say please do, it will help me out a lot. Now, it's Thursday, so it's the Manchester United save, and look at this. We've had some luck here with Chelsea playing 2-2 against Liverpool, which gives us a golden opportunity here against Brighton. You can see Mbappe have scored, Mason Mount has scored for them, and Kamavinga scored for Liverpool, both goals. Anyway, we're going to jump into this game and see who we can use today. We want a good side, and I'm going to do like this and bring Delict back. Bouget, I think we have a couple of days rest after this game, so I'm not going to do any resting things that isn't necessary. So I think we have the team we want to play with now here. Let's go for this. Huhan, I think, by the way, Fofana is back. Should only be monitored, so he's going to come in for sprint on the bench. Sorry about that. Let's get into this and see if we can beat Brighton today. If we beat Brighton, we should go top of the table. We're not going to go hard in on any tackles. Let's go to the dressing room. Let's go for that. Yes, everybody but De Gea and Stockbridge got motivated by that. So here we go. Delict, Bouget, Bellingham, Estevez on the move here. He's not been good of late. Oh, Florian Wirtz! Good pass from Bellingham. But was he offside? Oh crap, if he was that. No, it's awarded. He wasn't offside. Thank you very much. And look at that pass. And he was far from offside. Well done. So 1-0 United. We're now top of the table. Better goal difference, but we also have games in hand, so we can actually, if we win the games that we have played less than Liverpool, we are going to surpass them with, even a draw will surpass them on points as well. So yeah, Florian Bellingham. Oh, come on. Corner. Florian runs out to take that one as well. The corner comes and carried away by the defense. Oh well. Bouget with the throw in. Estevez. Bouget, Bellingham. Here's Estevez. Estevez! Ooh! Good save by their keeper, I must say. Let's see here now. Oh. They had away that corner. But I enjoy it, what we've done. Oh, so far here today. We have the lead. We have the highlights are pretty much ours. So, yeah, I can't be disappointed with anything when I see it like that. And, oh, good interception by Estevez. And he tries to dribble a bit on a good pass to Woodall. And Woodall just tips it to Adeyemi. Too bad Adeyemi didn't do better with that one. I am sorry, my throat is a bit sore again. I don't know what's going on. But, yep, that's the way it is. I'm just going to have to accepted. Florian to Woodall. Oh, Anthony Woodall. 2-0 for United. We are definitely better than Brighton today. Look at this. Oh, nice ball to Woodall. Very well played by Florian Wirtz. And I read somewhere that in real life Florian Wirtz is being considered, was it for Barcelona or Real Madrid, I think, to be a very important player there, to be expected to replace some really... I wonder if it was Real Madrid and if he was going to replace Modric or something like that. Well, he's been great for many years, hasn't he, Modric? That's a player you thought where his career would be over for a couple of years ago. But he's been playing very well in Real Madrid in real life. So, yeah. Weird that. Some players never seem to age. De Gea, long ball out towards Estevez. Gets the ball down to Adeyemi. Gets it back on. Here's Florian Wirtz. And... if that wasn't offside, it's 3-0. But the defenders appeal for offside. So let's see what VAR is going to say. Will we get an answer for that, or will we see it here in the replay? I didn't think it looked like he was offside, to be honest. I think he was onside there. Here we're going to see it. Yeah, he's onside. Right? Yep. 3-0. Marvellous. It's a corner for Brighton. And De Gea saves it. Thank you, De Gea. I don't know how many times I've said thank you, De Gea, that's for sure. But it's been plenty of times. Florian. Bellingham. Woodall. Woodall. Long ball towards Estevez, but no. The defender headed it down to their goalkeeper. But I'm enjoying this game. 3-0 up, and seems like we are owning the game. Not at all like we played against them in the FA Cup. This is looking way better. Oh, this isn't looking good though. But he misses the goal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's Bouget to Estevez. Adeyemi, Bouget. Gets it to Estevez. Ah, come on. Florian ends up in the Brighton. For Brighton to just kick it away. Better Chile tries to build up from the back again. Here's Davis. And he gets a corner out of that. That's something, of course. And Florian Wirtz gets it in there, and it's headed away. That's too bad. Estevez gets the whole of it, and no. Oh well. Even Ferguson. Kenny, or kill Kenny. Here we go. Even Ferguson. I know many have spoken about him, that he's a very promising player in real life, but I wonder if he were promising in this version. It looks like he was. Maybe I should scout him to try and find out if he is having good numbers or not. Not that I'm going to buy him, because I think we have a lot of young strikers that are with immensely high potential. But it would be interesting to see if he was a promising player all the way back in Football Manager 22. Because I didn't know about him back then. I learned about him, it was in when Football Manager 23 or 24 came out. Something like that. Estevez! Estevez! Oh, come on! Here we go, Davis. Good one. David De Gea. Delict. De Gea. Barachile. Bellingham. Delict. Bouget. Bellingham. Estevez. Adeyemi. Estevez. Ooh, that's a long, beautiful ball to Woodall. Oh, Estevez have been good today. I've been missing that. He's had quite a few games where he's been not very good. So it's nice to see him being, should I say, himself today. Estelict, Stockbridge, and a good ball. A little too much power behind that one. Woodall were not able to get to it before the keeper. Delict taking care of that one very easy. Adeyemi, oh, come on. Oh, Woodall wins the ball back to Adeyemi and Estevez, and Woodall, and it's 4-0. That was beautifully played. That is something that's going to be very nice to see a replay of. Very good play here. That's the only bad pass, and everything goes great here. Estevez, Woodall, oh, it was beautiful. Adeyemi making both the mistakes that were involved in that goal. Everything else was beautiful. Ooh, yes, thank you, Davis. Alphonso Davies saving it on the line there. And the first half is over. It does feel that this has been going on for way longer than a half. I thought we were on our way for the game to end, to be honest. It seems like I'm going to have to take out Stockbridge and Florian Wirtz. Those two are very, very tired. I think we have Chola Shortire back here, yes. Stockbridge will go out and Alfie Devine will come in. Then we have Bellingham, Estevez, Woodall, a couple of players that are really tired that could do with a change as well. But I think we're going to wait for 10 or 15 minutes, something like that, before we do anything else. Bellingham. Yes, Woodall. Oh, come on. The change is going to happen now. Alfie Devine for Stockbridge, Chola Shortire for Florian. Here's Woodall, Shortire, Davies, Devine, Bellingham, Devine, Alfie Devine shoots. Oh, come on. Well done though. And here we go, Delict, Bellingham, Devine, Alfie Devine. No. Alfie Devine should not play as a Mazzala. He's going to be a deep lying or should he be a ball winning? Let's have him as a ball winner. Bellingham, ooh, long ball out to Shortire. Shortire to Devine. Oh, Davies picks it up. Bellingham shoots. Oh, good save by Whiteman. I'm happy with 4-0, of course. I'm not the one to be eager for them to do more here, but we're gonna have to take out Thiago Estevez. We don't want to get him injured. So Morgan Pierce comes in and we have no more substitutes to do, unfortunately, but it's okay. Delict, Bouget, Bellingham, Devine moving up, Davis, Alphonso Davies gets it to Shortire. Shortire gets it back to Devine, to Davies, to Bellingham, Barachile, Bellingham, Delict, Bellingham gets it up to Pierce. Pierce scores! 5-0. But was he offside? Nah. Let's not. Ah, crap. Holy crap on a cracker. Well, he was offside, so not much I can say about that. But yeah, unfortunately, Whiteman, Davis picking that ball up, moves up here. He's got short tire behind him, but he tries to reach Adeyemi in the penalty area. Bellingham, Morgan Pearce. Pearce, will he shoot? Nah, he tried. But his stroke, or his shot hit the defender. Here, Adeyemi. Full of short tire. Woodall. You got Morgan Pearce with you? Oh, come on. Oh. Morgan Pearce, well, I was hoping he would be the new Ryan Giggs, but he's not going to be the new Ryan Giggs. Adeyemi scores. He was a winger. He got a lot of flair. Well, he is a winger. He's got lots of flair, and he's Welsh. And he's from our academy. So that's why I saw him as the new Ryan Giggs. But, yeah, it wasn't to be. Morgan Pearce is a good footballer, but, oh, there we go. He's a good footballer, Morgan Pearce, but I don't believe that he'll ever be as good as Ryan Giggs. And I think the only way for him to become first choice for the right side is if I'm forced to sell or forced to get rid of Thiago Esteves, because Esteves, I feel, is miles ahead of Morgan Pearce, and which I feel is very weird and strange, because Morgan Pearce were on a good way to become our first choice, and then I found Thiago Esteves, and I still thought that Morgan Pearce would be the first choice, and Esteves would be somebody that can develop in that position as well. But after getting a couple of games, he just exploded and became way too good to keep out of the team. So, yeah. Was a bit lucky that he blossomed out when I had to sell Jadon Sancho and stuff like that, or I didn't sell him. Oh, look at that. They bring one back. Well, I wasn't forced to sell him. He didn't want to sign a new contract. He didn't want to be here anymore, Jadon Sancho. So, yeah, I had to try and sell him. And wouldn't happen first, but he signed a contract quite early with Barcelona. And then I got the offer for them to, I think it was Barcelona. I got an offer, if I'm not misremembering here, that they would pay me £23 million if they could get him immediately instead of waiting till the end of the season, which we did, and that's how he left us. I'm going to have to take a look at that, if he's still in Barcelona, or if it even was Barcelona that bought him. I don't really remember, to be honest. Bouget? Come on. Come on. Maybe we'll squeeze that. I know if you follow the Welling saves, I think I've talked about this already, that I'm going to try to make an episode after the season, but before the pre-season, where I go through every player and go through the clubs. The club, I should say, and yeah, a little thing that might be interesting for a couple of players, and maybe I'll squeeze in a couple of things like where have famous players that we've had, where have they gone, what are they doing now, which teams are they playing, or have they retired or whatever. So yeah, I think we'll do something like that. First game is over in this episode. We win it 6-1 away against Brighton. We top table now. And I'll guess see you in the next game. And so we're here, second game of this episode, at home to Wolves in the league. Let's see if we can run away from Liverpool now. They don't play today. So, yeah, a win here today would be nice, of course, as always. We have to realize as well that he's been out with a stomach flu or some food poisoning. So he's not going to play at all, I think. I think we're going to bring in Govidosi there, and Gosidovi, sorry. And, yeah, see what he can do in this game. The problem is that we are just going to have 2 or 3 days in between to the next game, which is an FA Cup game against Aston Villa. And, of course, we want to go as far as we can in that FA Cup. So I'm thinking maybe we should rest our strikers, both of them. Hopefully we can do damage to... and I'm actually going to try and just make a lot of changes here. I'm sorry, but I need to do this and save a lot of our good players for the game against... oh, what am I going to do there? I need to get Schmidt back into it, I guess. Maybe I'll just play with Barachile and Schmidt. Alright, and put Barachile there. And we have De Ligt instead of Fofana. Fofana still have some problems since his injuries. So, yeah. Should we continue with David? Let's actually give Adam Ferguson the opportunity today as well. I mean, yeah, he's not great, but it's Wolves. We should stand a good chance, even though we probably changed almost every player in the team. A lot of players missing sharpness, but they can't get it if they don't play. So let's give them the opportunity here, and let's hope that... the players actually do play good today. We really need them to do that. No, we're not going to go hard in on tackles. We know that. Dressing room. Yeah, let's go with that. Kick off. Skip. And we're off to the races. Hoo-ha! Can our youth players and whatever in this game stand a chance against Wolves? We certainly hope so, but yeah, who knows? We do need the best players in that FA Cup game, so that's why I'm resting a lot of them. And then Ferguson, I want to give Ferguson an opportunity to play some games, and yeah, I just felt that this could be the right opportunity for him to get in here and play good. We are not... Nothing is happening for us. I'm going to demand more from my players. I know it's early. It's only gone 1 minute and I'm already demanding more from my players. But yeah, this is not working. We can't be chasing the ball like that. Now, Barachile, good one. Rainman, Harper on his way here. He had to slow down there to take care of the ball. That was unfortunate. Little harder from Rainman's when he passed, and it could have been a really dangerous goal opportunity. Here's short tire. Divine, short tire again, but he was offside. Need to get back from those offside positions when we lose the ball. Here comes Pierce, Bouget, Barachile. Come on. Rainman, Morgan, and Harper. Oh! Well played, but not a goal. Corner for us. Morgan, Pierce. And ooh! Come on, Dovey. Divine, Barachile, Dovey, Pierce, Morgan, Pierce here. Gets it all the way back to Warburton. Dovey, Divine, Dovey. Dovey is brought down. Will that be anything? No, only a free kick. Taken by Morgan Pearce and hits the wall, and the keeper have that one. Only 7 minutes have gone, or 8 or 10 now, but we've had some a lot of good opportunities happening here. So yeah, Morgan Pearce, short tire. Morgan Pearce gets it to Rainman. Ooh. Well, we need our young, promising strikers to score as well, so that they can start developing in heaps of, or take big leaps up in their abilities. Ooh, short tire is brought down from behind. That really should be at least a yellow card. It's a red one. Thank you. So he's off the pitch. Let's see if we can do good with one player more on the pitch, or if they'll step their game up. We don't know. Harper, Rainman, Pearce. Oh, come on. That was a poor effort. Morgan Pearce being our best player so far, though. So, yeah. Come on. Up, Rainman stealing that one. Gets it into Harper. 1-0 United. If he wasn't offside. I don't think he was. No. No sounds about it. I did feel like he was passing the ball backwards here, Rainman. Pretty a bit forward, but I think that defender that was close to Rainman was actually further down, so yeah. Good one. 1-0 for Man United. And we are now 3 points ahead of Liverpool with the same amount of games played and 20 goals better goal difference than they have. That's amazing. Morgan Pearce. Divine. Morgan. Gets it in there to nobody. Rainman chases it. Gets a hold of it. Warburton. Rainman. Divine. Oh. Could have been something beautiful there. I guess it wasn't to be. Looks like they're trying to float their crosses in. All right. Come on. Win the ball back. They're only 10 men. Ah, good one, Morgan. Morgan Pearce on the run. Morgan Pearce. Will he shoot? Yes, he does. Good shot as well. And Morgan Pearce with another chance. And the keeper turns that over. Oh, he was stolen, that goal, I would say. And there it is. Morgan Pearce corner eventually ends up at Barachile, and it's 2-0 for United. We got this. This is our game. This is our time. And this is my time to shine. And Barachile scored our second goal here. Now, here's Morgan Pearce with a free kick. And hits the wall. Dovey. Pearce. Oh, come on. We know that Morgan Pearce has a very good player, so let's get into the dressing room. Let's pump our fist and get that going. Start the second half. So yeah, Schmidt. Short tire. Dovey with a long ball out to Pearce. Ooh, and a long ball in. But no. Divine. Ooh, do we have some tired players? No, not really. So they can keep on playing. We prefer not to bring in any of the players that we want to use against Aston Villa. So, yeah. Maybe we'll bring in, what's his name? Ben Carroll in the defense. But other than that, I think we're going to try and keep the players that are on the pitch, so to speak. So that we can rest. Here we go, Dovey. Ah, Lafont taking care of that. Long ball out, Barachile, Bouget, Divine, Bouget, Barachile, Schmidt. Long ball to Harper. Oh. Now, I really would love to take out Barachile for Carroll, but I feel that Schmidt is the one that hasn't played very well, so I think he's the one that's going to come off, and we're going to bring in Carroll, short tire, Dovey, Warburton. Here we go. Oh, Warburton wins it back there. Harper is there, and oh, come on. Carroll comes in. Ben Carroll. What else? Let's have a look at this. Short tire. Ooh. Adeyemi, Birds, Woodall, Bellingham, Esteves, Davis, Delict, De Gea. They're all super players. So none of them is going to come in unless I really need it. So, yeah. I guess we are not going to do any more changes in this game today. 2-0 still. And, yeah. Here we go. Harper goes by there, and he scores again. Andrew Harper. It's 3-0. It is 3-0. How lovely. Look at that. Dovey stealing the ball in the midfield. Harper dribbles past that player and shoots and scores. Marvellous. Just marvellous. And we're 3-0 up, and they shouldn't be able to come back from this. Oops, Barachile completely alone there. Rainman. That's not going to be for any of our players. Here we go. Come on, United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Ferguson, Carroll, Warburton. Gets it to short tire, to Dovey. Back to Warburton, to short tire, to Dovey. Tries to reach Harper. He does. Harper. Ooh. Well, that should be a corner. Yes, it was. Or yes, it is. Here comes the corner. Morgan Pierce. Nope. Headed away by the defense. Zakaria Bouget picks that one up, but then that situation was over. Now, Wolves are in possession of the ball here. All the way back to their goalkeeper, Lafont. Will they go all the way up now? Bouget. Interception there, Divine, Barachile, Dovey, Rainman, good ball towards Harper. Gets too far away from the goal, but here comes short tire. Dovey picks up the loose ball, Divine shoots. Outside. That's a bit unfortunate. 20 minutes to go. We do have Morgan Pierce extremely tired. Should we take him off so he doesn't get injured? And bring in Esteves to... Yeah, we're going to do that. We don't want him to get injured. Let's see. We should have Esteves on the bench here. Another red card. Second red card for Wolves. Well, what do you know? Divine very tired. Up, another goal. Rainman scores. Good one. Really good. It's disallowed. But both Rainman and Harper has played very, very good today. Both of them are over 8, it looks like. And that's something that I'm really pleased with. So, Lafont, Barachile, that's Dovey's, Carroll, long ball towards Harper, but Lafont is there, picking the ball, picking up the ball. It's short tire. Short tire, come on, you need to run there, Rainman. Barachile, Bouget, Esteves, another ball towards the strikers there. Lafont gets it out of there. Carroll to Dovey, to short tire. Here we come again. Come on. And Esteves. Oh. 5 minutes left of the game, so it should be over. We should be winners today. And it's going to be an interesting last game against Aston Villa in the FA Cup. And we're going to be able to use quite a lot of good players in that game, unless they get injured or get some food poisoning or something like that. Oh, Rainman stealing that one. Estevez on the run. Harper on the run, and Harper! Harper! I think that's what's a hat-trick for Harper, right? Vieira's going to have a check. It shouldn't be. Yeah, it's awarded, as I suspected. Rainman, Estevez, and look at the pass there, yes. He was behind the defender when it was passed, so no problem. And it's 4-0. Look at that. Long behind or far behind the defender. So let's see here. We do have, yes, a hat-trick from Andrew Harper. This is some pleasing news, I should say, yes. And we maybe Harper can be Benjamin Šeško now, when we have Adeyemi, who is the then Erling Haaland that we had then, and we have Anthony Woodall, who is probably who Karim Adeyemi was back then. And we now have Harper that might be like Benjamin Šeško was back then. And we also have Rainman that have proven today that he really can play as well. So we're going to have some good problems to solve. And that is to keep everybody happy at the club, because we have too many good players soon, it seems like it. If they continue to develop, because these are showing some really major signs of becoming huge stars here. Really enjoyed today's game, and Andrew Harper's storming of today. He's 21, so it is about time that he blossom out. So I'm going to try to give him the opportunity to play a lot more if I can, because his potential is so high, but his current ability is not there yet. But I'm pretty sure we can use him as the weak player of the team from time to time. Anyway, guess I'll just see you in the next and last game of this episode. And so we're here. Last game of this episode at home to Aston Villa in the FA Cup. I'm nervous about this. We're going to be doing a lot of changes, of course, since we did play with a team that were not supposed to be the better team, so to speak. Let's go in for Ufana here. And, of course, Alphonso Davies. Thiago Estevez, Jude Bellingham, Anthony Woodall, Karim Adeyemi, Florian Wirtz, and we are missing Andy Stockbridge. Is this the best we can do? I think it is. De Gea, Bouget, De Ligt, Fofana, Alphonso Davies, Thiago, Jude, Andy, Florian, Karim, Woodall. Yeah, I think we have the very best team on the pitch. So, yeah, and they have link-ups all the way here, except for the strikers in some weird way. But let's get into this game and see what my players can do in this FA Cup against Aston Villa. I am a bit nervous, to be honest, because we don't want to go out of the cup, of course. We want to win it. We still have a very strong side, so I do feel that we should have a good chance. It's not... We don't have the players that we did have, of course, with Mbappe and Erling Haaland, Bruno Fernandes and all of those being sold off. But we still have a very good side, and we still have a very good chance of winning FA Cup, I believe. And I do believe that some of the youth players, especially Woodall, has really blossomed this season and has become almost a full product this year. I think he can still develop for a couple of seasons more. At least next season he will continue to develop, I believe. He's only 21 at the moment, so yeah. We do have, and Esteves is another one that has really grown and developed really quick this season. So we do have a lot of very good players, and it feels like I do have a good opportunity to be able to win everything that I still am in, so to speak, because we're out of the Carabao Cup. We know that, which is a disappointment. Of course, we always get disappointed going out of anything, but we still have a chance in the league. We are top of the table. We have a chance in the FA Cup, where Andy Stockbridge just gave us the lead with 1-0 against Aston Villa. Oh, thank you. So I do believe that we have a good chance of becoming, be able to win the competitions that we are in, despite us having rejuvenized the team, and despite them not being ready. Many of the players that we play with are still in development, and certainly has a season or two at least before they reach their peak. Like Woodall, like Bouget, and so on and so forth. Esteves has quite a bit left. Adeyemi! Oh, how could he miss that? And Woodall was offside, alright. So we still have a huge potential to become a lot better with all these players that have the potential to become really good, or should I say become really great. And we still, even though they are not finished products, we still have a good chance of winning things this season. It's going to be a struggle, of course. We're not going to run over everything like we did before with when we had both Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. That's not going to happen. Not right now anyway. Maybe it will in 2 or 3 seasons if the players that we feel are getting up there and reaching a potential that might be quite high. So if they reach that, I feel that we have an opportunity to become as good again, and then maybe we will have built a second golden generation team or whatever that can win the Champions League a couple of years in a row or something. But we're going to struggle this season, that's for sure. We have a good side, and we have I'm positive that we have a chance in every competition that we are in. But it's going to be tough because we don't have as broad of a team, and Fofana, and we're still missing a couple of these players that needs to reach their potential before we are going to be a real force to reckon with. One of them is Stockbridge. I do believe that he has a lot of growing left to do. Woodall have some growing left. Bouget, I think he has a ton of growing to do. And Esteves, I think he can become a lot better as well. So we do have a side that that can become really extremely good. Esteves scoring as well. And it feels like we are taking a big leap into the next round of the FA Cup. Bouget playing really bad today, which is a disappointment. But maybe it's because he hasn't had much to do defensively. could be the reason. And I'm hoping, of course, losing David De Gea this season, because he's retiring, is of course going to be nervous. Will Diogo Costa be as good? Will he fit into our team? Will his personality come along with the rest of the team, and so on and so forth? There's loads of things that can go wrong. I remember when the real United changed goalkeepers quite a bit. It was in the Taibbi era, and for anyone who remembers that era, remember how extremely hard it was for United to replace, I think it was Schmeichel that had left, and to replace him was a nightmare. Really, really bad. And yeah, so that was of course a horrible period where we have Fabian Barthez wasn't very good for us either, and as I said, Taibbi was a real mistake, and I'm pretty sure we had a couple of other goalkeepers in that, around that era that did mess things up for us and made it hard for us to win anything. So yeah, but Ferguson did eventually end up with Edwin van der Sar, and he became a huge giant as well. Now I didn't see much of Edwin van der Sar, but there was always a lot of talk, because back then I was focused on the English league. I didn't really care about the other leagues. The English league was the only thing I was interested in. And yeah, I did hear a lot of talk about Edwin van der Sar before, when I think he played in Juventus. And then I remember it was extremely weird that he ended up in Fulham, of all clubs. I mean, I've heard that he was a world-class goalkeeper, and I just felt it was, why don't we buy him? We have a major problem with the goalkeeper, and here they're talking about one of the best keepers in the world, and he ends up in Fulham, not in Manchester United. I thought that was very weird, but eventually he did pick United, and boy, was that right decision from Ferguson to bring him in. He did become a very important player for United for several years there. And then De Gea took over there after that. And De Gea was actually quite good. I mean, sure, maybe he wasn't as good as to build up the play from behind, but he was a great shot stopper, and yeah, he really saved us in the period where Manchester United, after Ferguson left and United had some really, really bad seasons, he was the savior. He made us stay on in and reach position so that we could play in the Champions League and stuff like that. That was so much up to David De Gea, because he really did save us a lot of times back then. And then when United started playing good, I don't remember who it was under, if it was under, I don't think it was under Mourinho, I think it was under Solskjaer or something. Yeah, well, anyway, when United started to play good as a team, or better as a team, I shouldn't say good, he all of a sudden had a slope and was not as good. And then United started playing bad again, the team, and David De Gea became good again and saved us loads of time again. And then we just kick him off. We just let him go from United, and I felt that was a bad decision. I don't know if there's any truth in that he was actually prepared to go down quite a bit in salary and everything, then if that's true, I think they did a really bad thing not using him. Not signing him. Oh, that was close. We get a corner out of it then, although. And a couple of changes here. Morgan Pearce, Alfie Devine, Andrew Harper coming in. And it's nice to see here. We're going to win this game, I'm pretty sure. 3-0 up and just 10 minutes to go. Feels really good here. And yeah, 5 minutes to go now. Delict, Fofana, Delict, Devine, Fofana, Stockbridge, Harper. Oh, good ball by Harper, Woodall, and oh. Yeah, that was a lovely move by Manchester United, I must say. Morgan Pearce with a corner. Harper is there, but no. Fofana, Morgan Pearce, Devine, Pearce, and oh, come on. Delict, Fofana. And here comes Aston Villa. Well, they're out of it now. We've won this game. I don't care if they... Oh, that's offside. Hello. Yeah. Breno is offside. Thank you. What's this? This is the third game, isn't it? It certainly is the third game of this episode. So it's the last game. And so we're going to go through a couple of things after this game. Oh, here's Devine. Oh, not Devine, here's Davis. And Woodall. Oh, Stockbridge. Harper. Ah. We do play good from time to time, that's for sure. Here comes Aston Villa. Gets it to Cash. Come on. Take the ball away from him. Brendao. And David De Gea. Thank you, De Gea. So that's a really worrying concern is, of course, are Diogo Costa going to be as good for us as David De Gea have been? And yeah, I think Diogo Costa is somewhere around 28 as well. So will we get 5 or somewhere between 5 and 10 years out of him, and then we have to replace him as well? Yeah, just gonna have to wait and see there. So this was the last game, so let's move on here. Let's go with outstretched arms. And yeah, we did win this game with no major issues or problem. That was good. 4-0, pleasant, and 3-0. I thought it was 4. 3-0, secured, easy victory for us today. And yeah, the next game is against Chelsea in the league, which is a bit nervous. And then we have, after that, we actually have Leipzig at home. So I really don't know how to play there. We're just going to have to wait and see. That's in the next episode, so I'm not going to worry about that now. We win in the 5th round here. We get 183,000 for that victory. Brad Faulkner had a poor game. I really feel so sorry for him. He's a player with so much potential, but he just doesn't develop. We've had him for quite a few years. Yeah, all the way to 22, 23. So he's been here for ages, and he doesn't develop. He stays on his 2 stars, and that is just so sad to see. And he's been out on loan, as you could see, for a couple of times here. Charlton, Portsmouth, Huddersfield. And he gets to play as well, but he just don't develop. And he doesn't play well for them either. So I really don't know what to do. But my feeling is that he is too old now to develop or reach his potential or anything like that. So there's a major chance that or risk that I sell him this summer. Just going to have to wait and see till the summer. Mike Clark. yeah, he's probably a player that needs to be sold as well. Doesn't seem to have the great potential ability anymore, and current ability is not making any progress. It's sad to see when players with such high potential just doesn't reach it, but I guess that's a part of real football as well. Davies on form, we're going to praise him. Now the game is a bit easier at the start, of course. We all know the players, Wonder Kids and everything. We read about it in a lot of places and stuff like that. And yeah, so we do know a lot more of the players. It's a bit harder the further in we come. With the regions coming up, and you're gonna have to try and find those good regions. But I think I've done a good job so far of getting the players that I want, like that. Let's see, transfer this, and we go, let's go dev center. Let's start there. You see, we have a lot of players with a lot of potential. If we try to go here, yes, you can see 5 stars with Tom McCarthy, Mike Cole, Rome Pressland, Aglia Sakarikaya, Matthew Dosey. I mean, they're all super talented, and but they're not getting anywhere, unfortunately. Well, Tom McCarthy might become something. He's only 17, so we're going to give him an opportunity to grow. 19 on Mike Cole, but he has some way to go before his. So we do squander away good talents as well by not getting them to play, but it's hard to find games for them to play in my first team, of course. Now the financial situation is not looking good. We have 7.7 million in the balance, and those that they are going to be eaten up before the season is over. It's the 1st of March, and we have already lost £1.5 million. So yeah, of course that's going to be eaten up, that money. We're going to be in the red numbers this season as well, and I do believe that the money for Diogo Costa is going to be thrown up as well. So yeah, but I'm going to try not to buy anything but young lads. Might be finding some 15-16-year-olds somewhere, and then I'm going to try to get them for a cheap bargain. But I'm not going to try and buy any established players. I feel that we have the base of our team. Now we just need the players that we have much hope in to become good, to develop. And that's something that I'm going to have to sort out in a way, and try to find out how I can get all these players to develop in the way I want them to develop, because it does have a bad ring to it at the moment. Anyways, let's have a look at competitions. We're top of the table, same amount of games as everybody else, and we are 3 points ahead of Liverpool. We are 7 points ahead of Chelsea, and 8 points ahead of Newcastle. So we do have a good lead there. We lost the first leg against Leipzig, and I'm hoping we can turn that around when we're going to face them at home. We can see that Juventus and Lyon drew. Barcelona, Napoli. Barcelona won that game. Liverpool lost against Bayern. Celtic lost against Dortmund, not Portman. Porto lost against Paris. Milan did beat Newcastle. Manchester City won against Real Madrid. So yeah, in the FA Cup we managed to beat out Aston Villa, so we are through in that competition, which is good, of course. And we all remember Carabao Cup, we went out against Hull City, An embarrassment that was. We won the Community Shield. So, yeah, we're on our way. Let's have a look at the schedule here now, because next episode's going to be epic and it's going to be tough. Chelsea away, Leipzig at home, Newcastle at home. We can destroy our season or really put ourselves in the driving seat in the next episode. If we win all those 3 games, we are in the driving seat to for marvelous future. But if we lose those 3 games, we're going to be out of the cup. We're going to be struggling in the league, and yeah. So it's an important next episode, so don't miss that one. We are getting close to the end of the season. It's not many games left, especially if we go out of the Champions League. We don't have many league games left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 league games left, and an FA Cup game. So at least 11 games then. If we lose against Leipzig, lose in the FA Cup, we have 11 games left to play. We hope we don't go out of anything, but it's going to be a tight schedule. We're going to play Chelsea on the 4th, and then on the 7th, we're going to play Leipzig. And the way I see it is that we might be resting a lot of players against Chelsea so that we can have the best possible team against Leipzig, and resting players against Chelsea might be a major stupid thing to do, to be honest. I don't know, but it feels like it could be something really bad. But they have Kylian Mbappe out. He's got a torn hamstring. So that sort of gives me little hope, a little bit of hope to be able to reach a to play a substandard team and save a lot of good first team players to play against Leipzig. Interesting, much interesting, very interesting to see. We don't have any current injuries, so that's nice. Hope we can stay injury free for a while now. Training, not much to see. Let's much to see here. We get out of that. We can see they're very tired. So if we can rest most of these players against Chelsea, that will be making it very interesting against Leipzig. And hopefully we can win that game against Leipzig in that case. Let's go up to home here. And see, we have 3 days until we're going to play Chelsea away. They are 3rd in the league. We are 1st. And yeah, it's a tough. Next episode is, dang it, it's tough. But anyway, I do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, we were going to check something out before we left this episode, weren't we? And I'm going to go into Spain here and see if I was right that we sold Jadon Sancho to them. Let's see here, senior players. Jadon Sancho. Yes, indeedio. Indeedio, we sold him. And was it? It was 23 million, just as I said. I am cool. So he left last year in January, and he's making his 2nd season, or first and a half. He only played half a season last year since he left in January, but he's making his yeah, it's nice. Let's just see milestones. If you can see when bought by Barcelona, 11th of January 2027. So yeah, how are things going for England? Gabriele Milano is the manager of the English national side, and I don't really know how things have gone for them. Let's have a look at some of the. Well, that's the senior. I was going to go into the games. They have 3 losses here. Lost against Italy, against Spain, and against Scotland. Drew against Sweden. Drew against Scotland again. They're not that good, are they? Let's go into the senior club. Do we have any players here in the team? Doesn't seem like they pick any United. Yeah, it's Jude Bellingham. Is there anybody else? Tariq Lamptey? Come on. Anthony Woodall is in the national side as well, but doesn't seem to be doing anything good there then. So a couple of players from our team. I just haven't had that on my mind. Paul Scholes in the national side as well. How are things going for Paul Scholes since he came back to the English League and signed for Fulham? I know he made his debut against us when he came back, and his first game for Fulham was against us. He has 4 appearances, hasn't scored at all, no assist, no player of the match, and only 6.07 in an average rating. He never played a real game for Bayern, who bought him for 46.5 million. That's weird. Why would they throw out so much money for him and then don't even play him and then sell him to Fulham? That's just weird, isn't it? He did play in a cup game, in a continental game, and he did score in the continental game, but he wasn't good. He was kind of good, 7.4 in that continental game, and he didn't even play in their B team or even their reserves or anything. Only 7 games non-competitive and 5 goals. That's a disgrace. Why did he do that to Paul Scholes? I mean, he wasn't our first choice, but look at that. 10 games, 12 scores, 12 goals, and he did play a lot of games for the under-23, I guess. 42 games, 26 goals. I mean, yeah. Now, we don't need him because we do have a lot of good strikers, but otherwise I would be interested in buying him back. He's 19 years old, still a young lad. Still have some way to go before he reaches full potential, but still it's not the potential of a Manchester United player. That's one of the reasons I sold him, and of course the amount of money I got, and of course the fact that we have a lot of young strikers in the team that are bound for glory. We have Matthew Verbruggen, a 20-year-old striker here. He's supposed to be able to look at his potential ability. Then we have Tino Rainman, maxing out that potential ability. We have Anthony Woodall, 4.5 in the potential. We have Andrew Harper here, who's got 5 stars as a possibility in his potential ability. So, I mean, we do have a lot of strikers, and that's why I did decide to sell him at last. So, yeah, I think we have a couple down here as well. We have Tony Jenkins, also a 5-star one. David McAvoy, only 3.5 stars. So that might be the next player on the shopping list, a player that could be leaving United. Something would be nice if we could play him a lot so that he could reach some of his potential, score a couple of goals, maybe get a value like Paul Scholes, and then we sell him. I don't know. I think Rowan Pressland is another one that is a striker, and look at his potential. It's yeah. No, he's supposed to be a right midfielder. Oh, smoking. He's going to compete with Thiago Esteves and Morgan Pearce. Well, that's going to be a problem. But his potential is extremely high as well. So, yeah, what are we going to do about that? Oh well, his contract runs out this year. Has he signed a new contract? Let's see. Yeah, provisionally agreed to sign 35,000 per week contract. Yeah, so no worries. He will stay on in the club. But anyway, I think we've gone through what we are supposed to go through, and what we did go through some more of them as well. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, leave a little comment, share with your friends. Stay safe out there, have heaps of fun, and I'll just end with bye 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 bye.
Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob.